But I was like, nah, I don't want to join that stupid shit. And then when I was in school in City Tech, they sent me a letter. They was like,
move your mic up a little bit.
Oh, we want you to be a It's good. What are you doing? It's good. It's good. You want shit to be in my face and shit.
Hey,
like I'm fucking gay. Like I'm Roxy Reynolds.
Chill.
But,
yo, do not disturb, man. We don't need none of your
nobody's
people calling you, man.
Calling me. But anyway, yeah, when I was in City Tech, they wrote me a letter. They was like, oh, we want you to join our fraternity. I'm like, I went to my mentor, shout out Professor Dixon. He's like, yeah, it'd be a great opportunity. I listened to him just to hear his perspective. I was like, fuck that.
Wow.
I ain't joining that.
You're not rocking with the fraternities?
I don't join no organizations.
Really?
No gangs, no frats, no Freemasonry, none of that. People ask me based on my knowledge on each of them. But I was like, nah, the fuck. No military. I have a problem with...
Yeah, I would never join the military.
Shit.
Shout out to all the military people, though.
People who tell me things, when to do things, I have a problem with that. If your name ain't Tony or Teresa, I have a problem.
Who's Tony?
My dad.
Your dad name is Tony?
Mm-hmm. His name is Anthony. They call him Tony for short.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you, though. I'm not into the whole military thing either. It ain't really...
So this martial law shit, I don't know how it's going to play out. Cops going to get punched in their face. You tell me, you need to be home at 8 p.m.?
Oh, you said martial law, yeah. Yeah, nah, it's definitely...
it's not going to work out. Oh,
close the door. I forgot. Close the door. Close the door.
You don't watch Game of Thrones, so you wouldn't get it.
I don't, yeah.
Yeah.
I watch that bullshit. That shit whack. And it's picture-waiting in black.
Shout out Ordor, man.
Imagine.
Ordor. His name is Ordor, but it showed like a recap of how he started. Because they call him Ordor because all he says is Ordor.
Ordor.
But when you see a recap of how he started saying Ordor, he used to speak normally, but it was a traumatic event where he kept saying, hold the door, hold the door, hold the door, hold the door, hold door, hold door, hold door.
So what, he's retarded or something?
No, because of that traumatic event in his past, that's what kept him saying old door.
So he's not retarded.
He's not retarded. No.
Okay.
He's
you sure about that?
Coherent. Yeah.
All right.
How you doing though?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing well.
I'm doing good. Yeah.
I'm ready.
Despite all this stuff going on, like I'm chilling. Just got the call today that my job closed down the store, but they still paying us hours.
Say that.
So I got a nice little, little vacay. I didn't want to be there anyway. Mm-hmm. So
it'd be perfect.
I'm just out on my vigilante shit.
It'd be perfect to take a trip.
Right now. Take a trip where? Spain?
Think about it. You're being paid and you're not in the country.
I know.
Take a trip to Spain, you said? I just peeped what the fuck you said.
Take a trip where? Like Las Vegas?
Somewhere in the Caribbean.
Caribbean?
Ecuador.
Because they haven't really shut down the Caribbean yet.
Uruguay. Yeah.
Jamaica.
Again.
One of my managers are in Jamaica right now with his girl.
Hey, man.
Balling right now. Yeah. You having a good time out there. Nah, I wouldn't mind. I mean, I was supposed to go somewhere this weekend coming up, but then I canceled it because it's uncertain. Mm-hmm. You just got a message to your phone talking about next 48 hours they're gonna do.
Yeah, let me read it. Let me read it.
The same shit that they called it. Oh, a shelter in
San Francisco.
Something. Yeah.
New York Times. I got my notification on. I advise all y'all to download the New York Times and turn your notifications on because it sends you alerts. Even though I don't trust, it's not 100% accurate because the Jews own and run this shit. But it's the notification was New York City residents should be prepared for a shelter in place in quotes order within the next 48 hours.
That's exactly what they called it.
Bill de Blasio said.
That's what they called it yesterday. San Francisco Bay Area got shut down, 24-hour lockdown. You can't leave your crib, I think, unless it's grocery store, maybe pharmacy, maybe a bank. Who knows? 'Cause I have a friend. She works in the bank.
So no booty calls.
No booty call. No strip clubs. Damn. No brunches.
Even the strip
beach.
Clubs, I saw a video.
None of that.
Strip clubs doing bad.
They called it a shelter. Was it a shelter in place?
Yeah.
They called it that exact name. And I said, yes, I said, we next. We the next big city.
All that
New York
shit
City.
mean a fancy ass name for fucking concentration camp in your house.
Yeah, you can't really. Yep. That's why rack up on
census
your
kept
water, rack
sending
up on your
shit.
canned good. Don't panic. You know what I'm saying? Don't panic.
Yeah, do not
But
panic at all.
just be prepared. If you do have to be in your crib for a couple days, or you have enough food to sustain your family.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Do you have enough video games to play? You got Monopoly?
You got enough lotion?
Cause I'm telling you, y'all, I'm telling you, if y'all in the house for a week, 5 games of Monopoly gonna make that shit go by real quick.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
And being mentally stimulated will lower the
Anxiety.
No, not only that, but it will lower the likelihood of you eating out the rations. Because think about it, when you're bored, you're more inclined to eat.
That's a fact.
And it's smart on the government's part because they got all these people home from work, all the children home from school.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do throughout the day?
You're just gonna be eating.
So what's that going to cause?
Eating and taking
That's
naps.
going to deplete your resources.
Yeah,
you
you're gonna have to
stocked up
buy
for
more.
no damn reason. So
Yeah.
it's back, and now we implement a shelter in place or whatever. So
Yeah.
you can't even go out.
Yeah.
And majority of places sold out anyway.
Yeah. I ain't gonna front. Shout out to
These
my
niggas,
key food. Yeah,
they
now they
smart.
smart. This shit Monopoly.
They smart.
This shit Monopoly and this.
But y'all ain't
chess for them.
smart enough though. Fucking
Luckily,
piece of
I live across the street, literally across the street from a key food. And last time I checked, they was stocked with some shit. You know what I'm saying? So if shit do get to that, I could pretty sure I could sneak outside. You know what I'm saying? Go inside my shit.
Also,
and
shout out
come
to everybody in Jersey. Like, I just want to send my regards. Say, Tasha,
your pops,
my dad, my family, my grandfather, aunts,
Derwin.
cousins, everybody. Like, cause Jersey,
Yeah.
a couple days ago, they implemented
And
Kay, his wife,
Sarah.
his family. Yeah.
Facts.
They implemented curfew basically from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. You can't be out. I don't know the stipulations.
8 p.m.
to 5 a.m.
I thought you said 8 a.m.
No, I said 8 p.m. to
okay.
5. Niggas gotta go to work. 8 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Supposedly they cannot. And they deployed 8,100 National Guard.
Niggas with AK. No. Niggas with M16s
To fight the coronavirus.
on their hip. Yeah, I never understood
You
that.
can't see the coronavirus. You can't hear it. You can't smell it. You can't feel it.
It's
you
a
can't
virus.
taste it.
I never understood that. I seen
Why are we
niggas in the gun
deploying
store
these
buying
niggas?
all the gun. I'm like, y'all buying.
Oh,
I get having guns, but like, why the urgency now?
another thing. Thanks for shout out Raspy Rolls.
I kind of understand that. 'Cause
Bro been
niggas-
dropping a lot of knowledge.
Martial law, cops come in your crib.
He posted a video. Gun store, majority of handguns sold out. Because
Yeah.
you know the gun store, there's usually rifles, shotguns on the walls, and the handguns in the glass case.
Yeah.
Nigga put the camera, 97%,
Gone.
98%.
Yeah.
Gone. Guess who the main people that bought it?
White people.
Asians.
Asians.
Rising xenophobia.
Oh, they
Yeah.
protecting themselves.
We have to protect ourselves.
To be honest, I take that back what I said. I understand the urgency for guns now. Because if the
Same
government
here.
don't implement martial law and they're going to be on some bullshit where they can just go inside your crib and like force you out or arrest you, I'm doing quotation marks.
Yeah.
It may have to come to a nigga in his head blown off.
Niggas walking around outside my house patrolling with weaponry, military, artillery.
weaponry
I
as
need
well.
something for my
Yeah,
family,
and it sucks
myself
'cause,
and my
like, in New
family.
York City, we don't really have the luxury of just going to a Walmart
Like
and
Atlanta,
just getting
yeah.
our shit.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, as of late, especially with my little Zara little gun holster, I've been getting the urge to purchase a gun. Before I got the little holster,
Yeah.
I just cause like I know how to shoot a gun. I've been to the gun range a bunch of times. I know
Glock
what that
19
means.
is my favorite.
I want to learn how to take it apart, reload it quick, all that.
Yeah, like Derek Grace and his
I will
daughter.
be able to protect my family if it comes down to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I be seeing Prince Donnell, shout out Prince Donnell and his wife,
Dana Chanel.
Dana Chanel. They always keep that thing on him.
Yeah.
Always. He had videos where he's speaking about his business, his tax business, and he lift up his shirt and it's right there. Like, yo, I live in Philly.
I love their marriage.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah,
love their
still.
marriage because
Still.
one, she's not an ordinary Christian. She's not the typical Christian
Right.
woman.
Yeah.
Even
She's a
though
realistic Christian.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's realistic. She just don't pray
Yeah.
and be like, God is going to help me and
Yeah.
I'm going to magically lose weight.
She's
She's showing her
understanding,
journey.
realistic.
She's showing her hard work.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. I'm waiting for them. They're going to have some beautiful babies.
Yeah, they're both beautiful people.
Yeah.
He's a handsome guy. She's very pretty. Yeah. They have really good hair, too. Whatever that means.
What does that mean? What kind of slave master shit you on right now?
See, I caught myself.
Yeah.
I caught myself. But what I say about that is her hair is, I don't know, it's very long.
She's Puerto Rican.
And it looks healthy. What I mean by that, I mean healthy.
Yeah.
It ain't really no good hair because even you can style some nappy
They have
hair
healthy
make
hair.
It fire. They have nice healthy hair. His
beard
always looks very
glossed. And,
yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. I want to say healthy hair. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I'm doing well. I'm not panicking. I'm concerned. Not panicking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm concerned for people not taking this shit serious enough. Where like I'm still seeing people walking in the street not covering their mouth.
I don't cover that. What, coughing?
Yeah, coughing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I get that.
yeah.
Okay.
I still see people like,
niggas is clowning. You saw the video with the MTA train? Niggas start coughing on the train and he fell down and then he touched a white guy.
I posted it, yeah.
And the white guy started coughing and the girl, I think she was in on it too. Because if you look at it, the person recording, they was already recording.
Yeah, they was watching him.
And how ironic, he's wearing a mask. Yeah. First of all, I knew it's fake because he's black.
Abdalla think that black people don't get the coronavirus.
No.
Or the COVID-19.
I don't think. And a topic is going to substantiate that shit. Wait. I know for a fact we don't get coronavirus. It's a fact.
Not coronavirus. Coronavirus is a family of things. You mean the COVID-19 virus?
Whatever bullshit they want to push. Yeah, we don't get it.
Telling me we can't get it at all.
Impossible. Impossible.
I can't wait.
I'm telling you right now. And I have facts to back this shit up.
This segment, I'm excited.
I said it before 3 episodes ago when I spoke on the heat and I spoke on how Africans are. It's not rampant. It's not.
All right, so check it. It's melanated, right? Well, when we get there.
No, let's finish.
Don't speak about it now, but I'm light skinned, so do I still count?
Are you susceptible? I don't know. I'm on the edge. Got some slave master blood in you, maybe. I don't know. Nah, you don't get it either. You're black.
Look, let's pray that you're right.
It's only Asians and Caucasians.
Remember the young lady at the podcast look up who had the podcast about germs and
in those jeans?
She recently released a series of
in
videos
those jeans
debunking that like black people can get it. But I'm with you a segment though.
What, in those jeans? Her?
Yeah, her.
The light skinned girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a doctor. She's a doctor.
We're gonna have her on.
Yeah, sure. N squared.
We should have her on now while it's hot.
That's if she's willing to come out.
Wait,
right. Say that again though. You said she debunked.
No, she released a series of videos, multiple videos on Instagram, her Instagram page, on the podcast page. Basically, in her stance, she's debunking the theory that black people can't catch it.
Oh, so she's saying we can get it.
But I can't wait to hear what you got to say.
Yeah.
I'm open ears.
I'd love to have a conversation with her.
Yeah. So let's go back to what you were saying before.
But the whole video with the guy coughing, I'm like,
that shit was hilarious.
Because, and then the girl, like I said, the nigga was already recording. Then he coughed. And then it's like fake blood that came out of his massive. Yeah, it's like fake blood. Then he touched the light skinned guy. He started coughing. All the white people went crazy.
Yeah.
And then the girl, she's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? She kept saying that.
Yeah.
And the camera turned to her. She's like, what the fuck? Yeah, I was like, nah, these niggas is in on it.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is like, through thick and thin, niggas always do some clown shit. Niggas always...
We don't take shit serious.
We don't.
We don't take... Well, you go on Twitter, everyone's making jokes about the coronavirus. And the COVID. Everybody making jokes. But look, niggas... I agree with it though. You know why?
I agree with it too.
I always say these two things for those that know me. I say these two things.
If you don't laugh, you cry.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry. And we got to sprinkle some laughter over the pain.
That's a fact.
We can't be pitiful all day. Mm-hmm. We can't, because the more you stress, it puts stress on your body, and your body is more susceptible to illnesses.
Speaking of that,
you actually fight off more diseases by making jokes. And I ain't saying making jokes about somebody dying, but It's funny.
Seeing the humor, finding the humor in every tragedy and travesty. Yeah. That's what we should do.
Yeah.
Another thing, in terms of like science and shit, like biological makeup, when we stress, it lowers our immune system.
Yeah.
You could eat all the oregano pills. You could be vegan, all of that. What you stress on and your intake, like whether it's the media or music, it lowers the body's frequency and immune system. So it doesn't matter all that eating shit.
Think of it like this. I'm a simplify for people for all the millennials and shit. When it comes to phones, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know how, like, for example, this is how phones work. You ever wonder why, like, your phone be crashing and shit moves slow or whatever?
Yeah.
It's because there's so much shit going on in your phone that your processor can't handle it. You may have like an outdated processor or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? So when you stressing, that's so much things your brain is trying to comprehend in your body that, like, your body's the processor. It can't handle all that shit. Your phone, which is, I'm doing quotation marks, your body starts breaking down. App starts closing down and starts crashing. That could be like your immune system.
So
that's an easier way to understand it. Like,
so we become way more susceptible to the common flu,
real shit.
AIDS, herpes, all the above.
I agree with that too. Because some people, fuck people that got AIDS, and they don't catch it.
Yeah,
it's very rare, but some people got that. They don't catch it for whatever reason. It's some weird shit.
Well, it's way more susceptible. It's way more easier for women to contract it than men.
Yeah, because
a girl with HIV could give me head for 10 minutes and I wouldn't catch it.
Yeah, you gotta be 10.
It would have a saliva to go into my urinary tract,
which is not gonna happen.
What's the likelihood?
I'm pushing shit out instead of shit going in.
Plus, I don't like sloppy head like that.
Yeah, shout out.
So, what's the likelihood? Now it diminishes to like 0. It's now like 11% that I might contract the shit.
Yeah,
but
shout out to all my niggas like sloppy head, man. That shit.
Why would you shout the niggas out though?
Nah. I'm just saying, cause that shit ain't for me. It's a little off topic, but like, I ain't gonna say their name, but they know who they are.
Yeah, they know who they are. We had the conversation.
These niggas like
we were called.
These niggas like women that when they giving head, they throw up. They
keep going.
They keep fucking the girl head when she throwing up.
They called us serial killers because we don't like sloppy head.
That's more serial killer like to have a girl throw up and you still.
That's a fact.
But yeah, anyway, what we got else?
What else we got?
What else we got? It's a lot of things going on right now. You know, for example, well, before you get into that, besides the shutdown, first Spain. Nationwide shutdown. 16 million people. Don't leave your fucking house.
Wait, Spain or Italy?
Italy.
Okay.
Italy. They said, what the fuck? Why is it going lower?
But
you get it? Look at that.
My shit is good though.
Yeah,
it's good.
I'm gonna have to edit that out. Yeah, me and Mix. It's like it lowers itself.
But,
so so they got a nationwide, countrywide shutdown in Italy, right? 16 million people. Don't leave your fucking house. You know what I'm saying? Just make meatballs, spaghetti meatballs, and pasta all day and chill the fuck out, right? San Francisco. San Francisco yesterday announced, starting at 12 a.m. last night, 24-hour shutdown unless it's an emergency. You need food, you need, I guess, medicine or whatever. Shut down. You can't leave your crib, nothing.
Them gay niggas upset. Party at not my house tonight, Bob.
And then look, he just got a text. So it's like you can see things rolling in. Now, last week, fucking Rudy Gobert, he got it, right? You don't
supposedly got it.
You don't believe these guys got it? You don't believe
none of these entertainers that got it.
Why not?
Because they're entertainers. That's what they get paid for. They get paid to fucking entertain.
So what, they susceptible to not? They're not susceptible to getting it? You think so?
First of all, like we said a couple minutes ago, I don't subscribe to black people being able to get it. Period.
Okay. All right.
When I get into my topic,
All right. I don't know if these guys have it. I'm more so in the belief they do have it. Because these are human beings. Like,
this is the only.
He probably ran somebody that had it and he caught it too.
This is the only way I would have.
He's a fucking idiot. I'm not you talk, but he's a fucking idiot.
Definitive.
Even if he don't have it.
Yeah. This is the only way I will have a 100% definitive stance. So far, my stance is my conjecture. I have no proof, but that's just how I feel, right? Mm-hmm. I do not own a microscope, and I do not have any of the COVID-19 like germs on a slide for me to investigate it and see how it reacts and interacts with our RNA. And I don't have the DNA of every single ethnicity to then test that COVID-19 on.
Right.
So I can't speak definitively. And I would advise everybody to have that mindset because we're relying on the media.
Yeah, right. That's why I say I believe. Media, I don't know.
Yeah, the same media that tell us a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah.
But keep going.
Yeah. So, but let's just say, let's say you have it. But
shit.
Even if he doesn't have it, that was careless and irresponsible and selfish.
It was an act.
You know what I'm saying?
Think about it.
You could say that. That's what Steven said.
I touched all the mics and now I magically got it.
Now I have it. Right. But the thing is, he supposedly had it before he touched that. That's what made it so bad. He didn't know he had it. He touched the mics.
Oh, that's what they said?
And then they were saying that when he was getting into the locker room, since he's making jokes about it, he was touching people's clothes, their lockers. He was touching them. Like he was purposely trying to make a joke about it. Oh yeah, the coronavirus. But he ended up let's go along with this belief because I believe it.
No, I'm going along with it.
He ended up giving it to Donovan Mitchell, the star of the team, which is like, I mean, luckily he don't have no kids and shit. But you don't know this guy's family. He probably live with his parents or his parents living with him.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just think that was just a real dickhead.
Now his whole family is at risk.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Whoever's around him.
But and then some other soccer player got it. He recovered like in 2 days though. Some black guy.
Yeah. Idris Elba got it.
And then Tom Hanks
and
his wife.
Yeah.
And they son's a little weird.
Chet Hanks?
Yeah, he be speaking in his Jamaican accent sometimes.
He said the word nigger.
He
tried to be black.
Yeah,
that's his problem.
Yeah, but now he talks regular now. He's back to normal.
Yeah, Justin Bieber shit.
Right.
The fake white boy Crip shit. The rolling 90s last 2 years ago. After the drive-by. Oh, I just want to be a regular white guy. Takashi shit. You know, regular white people, non-black people shit. Until we treat you like a black person, now you want to be your ethnicity again. But also Canada, Trudeau, the prime minister.
His wife got it.
His wife got it. Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. But like this is cause for no panic. These are middle-aged younger people. Like they're gonna survive.
Except for Tom Hanks.
Unless but you know what's crazy? I heard
and Idris Elba
in that post about it, Idris Elba got it, right? And his wife was mad close to him, like, bitch, you got it too?
You wanna touch on that now or you wanna go back?
Let me say one more thing about Tom Hanks.
The post, yeah.
That post that I sent, I'm gonna read it a little bit right now. Cause there's some shit. See, there's some shit going on. That's why I cannot wait until we get our boy Steven on. We're gonna break all this shit down.
Shout out Steven G.
This is a soft deep dive. We going deep dive. We gonna submerge ourselves in this shit when he come on. Cause there's a lot of questions I have for like this whole, you know, the stock market's crashing and things have been, you know what I'm saying? Like people benefit from that, but there are also folks that's losing money from that shit. So then it's like, you know, it's an oil war going on. It's a lot of shit going on right now.
Yeah,
it's a lot of distractions going on.
Price of oil.
You know, like last week we sent bombs to like Iran or some shit. Like we airstrike them niggas. Wow, this whole shit's going on.
That's the whole point.
So
when
it's like
R. Kelly shit dropped, that's when they
on.
pass certain things with Harvey Weinstein.
Right. So let me see.
It's a lot of shit going on.
Because I saw some shit about Tom Hanks saying that like he don't really got it, but he about to get exposed from
allegedly.
He's allegedly about to get exposed or arrested for some pedophilia right now.
Yeah, a lot of Hollywood.
You know what I'm saying? So it's some. I mean, I can't really find it right now, but it's just a lot of shit going on, man. And
speaking of Steven G, you just texted me.
Really? And
live a long life.
You really can't help but just have your antennas up because it's like so many things is going on. It got you thinking like,
This is it right here.
What's the real what's the
different layout, but it's the same info.
like what's the real deal? Because if all these things are distracting us, it got to be something behind this shit.
It's
going
very,
on.
very sinister.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this was it, but I can't find the part with Tom Hanks. But I found it though. I found the post, but Tom Hanks was arrested. I don't know how true this is. Some guy posted this. It's a big passage of words, but I don't know. It says Tom Hanks was arrested 48 hours ago for pedophilia, and he is currently being kept in a hotel room in Australia, refusing to fly back to USA. Next celebrity arrest will be Celine Dion, Madonna, Charles Barkley, Kevin Spacey, whatever.
But see,
all
that make
claim
no,
they had the virus.
But see, that make no sense.
So
He's arrested, but he's in a hotel room.
Yeah.
Is his wife with him?
Yeah, I don't know.
With the coronavirus shit?
I don't know. This is just very interesting thing.
It's
I'm
very
hearing.
interesting information.
I don't really know what's going on, to be honest.
When you really dissect it, it's like this shit really not adding up. Like, for example, let's go back a little bit.
I don't put pedophilia past none of these niggas though.
Any of the Hollywood elite, I don't put it. I ain't gonna front. I would be very surprised if Denzel Washington was.
Yeah. I ain't gonna front. I'd be front.
I would be surprised. I would be surprised.
Denzel, Will Smith, those type of Jamie Foxx.
Well, I would be more surprised for Denzel, not necessarily Will Smith.
Okay, you may be more surprised, but I'll be surprised if Will was in some shit.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. But people with this COVID-19 bullshit, right? They say you're supposed to be quarantined if tested positive.
Yeah,
right?
and self-isolated.
The last time I checked, quarantine means
from everybody. From everyone.
From everybody, and you're monitored for symptoms and or side effects.
Right.
So that we can know more, information about the virus and how it works against the human biological, physiological system, right?
Right.
Idris Elba was saying, like, his video of him saying, like, oh, we got tested coronavirus. His wife is leisurely standing in the background. Yeah. No mask on.
She next to him.
No spacesuit on. Nothing. She probably still kissing him, all of this shit.
She probably gave him head before the video. Who fucking knows?
That's him.
Donovan Mitchell has no symptoms, he said. He said verbatim, I could have played a 7-game fucking series.
Idris Elba said the same thing. I have no symptoms. But this is why I'm saying this shit.
But the thing is, the fact that they're saying that publicly is like, if that's the truth, why they just saying it? I open like that. If it's such like a secret and they point, my thing is, okay, you on the other side, I'll speak from my side. Mm-hmm. That's what's scary about this virus. If it is, these niggas don't have no symptoms. Mm-hmm. They saying it could take 5 to 10 days to see any symptom. Mm-hmm. That's a very long time to see some shit.
But
you can walk around with this shit.
But taking it back to Ji Wenliang, the doctor who first discovered it in Wuhan, China, he got apprehended by the cops 3 days after telling his family. And then by the next week, before the next week could even end, he was dead. So you telling me it's expedited? It's an expedited process in Asian and Caucasian systems, but it's more delayed in Black systems. Because our genetic makeup is different.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Idris and Donovan, they're just two people, right? Yeah. I don't know how it is on a person-to-person basis. Maybe I'll die faster than you. We both Black. Who knows? I have no clue how this shit works.
Very true.
I also heard. I ain't looking into it though. That's my mistake as a fake journalist and a content creator. Somebody that was 100 years old recovered from this shit.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
I don't know. There's white, black, or nothing. But the thing is, like, people bodies react to it. He's 80 years old. Somebody that's 60, I think, just passed from the. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's a little different. But I'm not opposed to the idea that Black people have a stronger resistance.
Okay.
Cause we just stronger people overall. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. But I always how this shit plays out. Cause like you said before, you gonna run down all the epidemics we had in the past 100, 200, 300 years.
700
right? 700 years. Ebola had like a little uprise. It wasn't as long. It wasn't as crazy as this. But I remember when Ebola hit, niggas was kind of erratic as well. And that shit
And that was mainly black
overnight.
People. But check it though.
You know what I'm saying?
Ebola, Zika, all that shit hit, right? Like you said, disappeared overnight. It came and went.
Yeah,
right?
Facts. And before you say that, I just saw a video. They said I think in Africa, I forgot the country. They just treated and recovered the final patient of Ebola in Africa. So that shit is like not in Africa no more. From the video that I saw. Which is pretty dope. Because I wasn't even hearing about Ebola the last couple of years. But apparently it was still in Africa. Because rampant, but the last patient just got cured, so they cool.
Okay, so and that's what makes no sense. For example, before I get into this, it's like these are nanopathogens. They're invisible to the eye. How could you give a specific date on when this pathogen will no longer be present?
Who said that?
That's the whole point of having children home until April 20th.
Oh, okay.
Keeping people quarantined for 2 weeks.
Yeah, they probably think they're going to have it under wraps. I don't think so.
Something that, because according to y'all don't even have a vaccine to counter this shit.
Yeah, we don't even have fucking hospital beds.
You ain't got shit to counter this shit. You don't have enough hospitals. You don't have enough medication. You don't have enough shit.
Yeah.
How could you tell us definitively when we can resume our daily schedules?
Yeah. They going to reschedule that shit.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
It makes no sense. That's what I'm saying. When you fully dissect this shit, it makes no sense. You could counter this shit with so much.
They probably just making a guesstimate, like, yo, I hope that we gonna have it under wraps. But I ain't gonna lie, I have a feeling that they or this thing is gonna run for a couple months.
Yeah, because we're gonna get to
a few months.
Mandatory vaccination. That's what's gonna be pushed.
Yeah, yep. You know, it's crazy. I saw a post about that, about the vaccinations from a guy that wrote that shit a couple years ago. He was like, you know, he said. This post was made in 2017. He was saying that in a couple years, some virus is going to hit the world. It's going to be a big pandemic, and they're going to force everybody to get vaccines.
Sounds a lot like
and that's when
he was on TED Talks. There's a vaccine coming in. We have no cure for it. Remember?
Yeah. He said that. Yeah.
Bill Gates said this.
Bill Gates been talking about a virus striking the world and killing millions for years now.
We only at what, 6,000 deaths so far?
Yeah.
So we have what, 999,000.
Yeah.
And 400 to just hit 1 million deaths.
Yeah.
But anyway, let me go back real quick. Speaking about Ebola and all of this, Zika, right, whatever, right?
Right.
According to BBC, right, the total number of reported cases was about 28,000, right? But as far as confirmed, I'm looking for deaths. Okay, as far as confirmed deaths, it was 11,315. This is back in 2014.
Right.
Like I said just now, Corona has only killed about 6,000 people.
Right.
Right? It's somewhere around that, right?
Yeah. Rough. They reported. I think it could be more,
right?
But who knows?
But let's run with. Okay. 7,950. This is from another website, worldometers.info, because it's 197,000 cases and roughly 8,000 deaths. The measures taken with coronavirus has never been implemented with any other more detrimental, proven to be detrimental, proven to be way more fatal.
Ebola had like a plus 50% fatal rate.
Death rate.
Yeah, niggas
on some like Call of Duty,
like
Chris Smooth shit.
Yeah, they call it. I ain't gonna front. Ebola virus KD was sick, bro.
But
that
it
kill death
wasn't
ratio
important because it was mainly targeting black people
in
Africa.
Yeah.
So now this coronavirus is proven to be targeting way more Asian and Caucasian people. We have to take extra measures now. Right? So this is what I'm saying. Even influenza has been proven to kill hundreds of thousands of people ever since Christopher Columbus brought his dirty ass to the fucking West.
Yeah. Fuck
but
that nigga.
nobody took the chance or took it upon themselves to allocate 5 billion here, or, you know, wash your hands more here. Let's wipe down the trains, the buses more.
Right. That should have been implemented,
When
bro.
both of these viruses or bacteria are airborne pathogens. Both of them exhibit, after infecting someone, flu-like symptoms.
But you know what it is? Even though I agree with you, know what it is? I think like for the common person, the panic and like the concern comes from the fact that, one, we wasn't really prepared. America itself, other countries were a little more urgent to like their measures. We don't seem prepared, and
For the coronavirus?
Yeah, and we don't have like no there's no vaccine for it. There's no treatment for it really. And
see, that's my whole point.
It's no test really. So like we don't even know how many people really have it because we don't have enough tests to test people. Like I can't go to the doctor right now and say, hey, I want a test. They're like, yo, we don't have it yet. It come like next month.
I get what
you know what I'm saying. So it's uncertain.
But it's the same thing I can say about influenza. 30,000 people died last year. You still don't have the fucking cure. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But I mean,
CDC can't tell me shit.
Yeah.
Because you the one putting out the information. Tens of thousands of people died up to last year. I haven't checked. I don't even know how many people died so far. We in March of this year. I'm pretty sure people died so far of influenza.
Yeah.
Got everybody in the world going crazy over this coronavirus shit.
Yeah.
And it killed like 1/3. Majority of people
are telling you, man. I think it's just like
another thing.
We being in the dark about this shit. That's what I think about it.
Another thing the media is not saying is majority of cases are being cured from the coronavirus. They're not telling people this.
Yeah. A lot of people are recovering.
Fact.
Yeah, and most cases are mild. Cured. It's like mild shit. It's not severe symptoms. It's mild shit. Yeah, that's real facts. But so I'm telling you that all points to, because the shit is mild. It's nothing we haven't seen before as far as symptoms. I really think the panic comes from is people. The media. Yeah, I mean the media, of course.
They're fear mongering.
Yeah, fear mongering, of course. No, I agree. But I think it's the fact that we kind of in the dark with it, meaning like it's no treatment, it's no medicine you could go for the flu and be like, okay, this helps against COVID-19.
Oh, it's like something specific.
Yeah, like people want that certainty. Like I can go to the pharmacy and get like some cough syrup that'll help against. Right, and then we don't have the test, so people don't even know if they have it. The shit not even showing symptoms allegedly. Per se, supposedly, for not 5 to 10 days. So I think people we you don't really, you know what I'm saying? People just,
but see,
not really in the know about this shit.
Because, and what does that reflect? That reflect laziness on people's part. Because I'm not a doctor. I'm not a, I don't have certificates in nothing pertaining to the medical field. But
right.
At the same time, I put out just 2-3 episodes ago that essential oils are proven to destroy majority of the common bacteria, viruses, and pathogens that we are exposed to that cause majority of deaths in the United States alone. Yeah. And I told people which ones: rosemary, sage,
and lavender. Yeah, that's just a couple.
You can also add oregano to the list. Yeah. And these all boost immune systems. All you can put in diffusers, put around your house.
Just buy the diffuser at TJ Maxx.
You can also ingest them, drip it in 2 drops in some water and drink it.
Yeah.
But people are not, the government didn't say that. Fox 5 didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
I went to Whole Foods, majority of the essential oils are sold out. So it's either one or two things. Either them niggas in Union Square vicinity listened to the podcast and took my advice, or these niggas just know the truth.
They just know what's up. Yeah.
And I'm speaking from proven facts. Like I went there and I saw barely any oils.
Yeah.
Of those particular 3.
But then you go to the hood and all toilet paper is gone.
Yeah. Stupid ass niggas.
Toilet paper.
What is toilet paper doing?
Yeah.
Y'all gotta shit that bad?
That's a cause for panic. People think that they're gonna be in the house for like fucking 6 months and shit. Like, that's just.
But toilet paper.
And then they're fighting over it.
Fighting old women.
They're fighting over it. This is dumb. Yeah, they're fighting over it. I seen multiple
videos. My sister had to go all the way to Long Island Friday night just to get some groceries. No, groceries.
Oh, groceries? Damn.
She went to Stop and Shop. That was a dub. BJ's was a dub.
Oh yeah, all the wholesale spots.
Yeah,
it's clip.
Fucking lines was ridiculous. She said,
yeah,
all the way deep Long Island. Where was she? She was.
I ain't gonna lie. Your best bet is the small local shit. Don't go to ShopRite. Don't go to Food Bazaar. Your little, cause my shit across the street got shit. Ain't no lines in there.
Yeah,
your little local shits.
The nutrient level might be different.
Yeah, it is gonna be different.
So it'd be.
Yeah.
I would advise to buy like beans, dried beans. Don't fuck with the canned shit.
Yeah.
Dried beans, pressure it, and then cook it. Yeah. Navy beans, bro. Yeah. I checked Steven. I was on his side of town on Sunday. And went into the supermarket in his hood. Navy beans was the main bean on the shelf. Now, most honorable Elijah Muhammad been telling black people about navy beans. The bean pies that we see Nation of Islam members selling, it's made of navy beans. I've
never had a bean pie.
Me neither. I gotta try.
What? You never had a bean pie?
Nah.
That's crazy.
I'm not part of Nation of Islam. I subscribe to them a lot.
That's what I'm
Honestly,
saying.
Going back to what I said in the beginning, Nation of Islam is the only organization that I would join. Only organization I would join.
Yeah.
I would join that.
I would join the Crips.
I would join that over Guyana's military.
Yeah, I mean, Guyana's the government is corrupt right now. But I'm talking from you.
Oh, okay, yeah, they're corrupt, but America.
They're corrupt right now. Yeah, we
they
all
corrupt because of America.
Corrupt.
But yeah, and when you look at the benefits of navy beans, it's also referred to as the God bean. It reverses all the negative effects and hormone manipulation that soybean cause. This is why I said, like, why is soy in so much products?
It's in everything.
So
bro.
now imagine if navy bean was in every
soybean
product.
oil.
You know how much advanced people would be in terms of like their, everyday functioning.
That shit is in everything.
It has minerals, a lot of shit to it.
So why the fuck we ain't eating no bean pies?
I made some.
You lacking, bro.
I made some navy bean. I cook it.
It don't matter. I said bean pies.
I just started eating pies. My favorite is pumpkin.
Apple pie?
Wait. Sweet potatoes with your grandma made.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet potato. I like apple pie with ice cream.
I like all kind of pies. You can't really fuck up a pie.
I never had peach cobbler.
I've had it before.
It's good?
For the place that I had it was trash. Because they put it in a container. It wasn't like a slice. They put all the gunk into a plastic container.
They're fucking dumb.
I threw it away. I'm like, this shit looks dumb. Yeah.
That's stupid. We'll talk about parents.
Yeah, it was
But
crazy.
Anyway, going back, like, why is that area, like, when I saw it in that area, I'm like, white people know about navy beans? But
there was like, it wasn't stocked?
Majority. No, it was big.
Was gone.
I bought 2 packs. I'd already bought a couple packs from Friday. But I'm like, yo, I might as well get some more because the price was different. Different area. So I'm like,
lower taxes out there.
I bought 2 packs and the tax gonna be the same because it's still Brooklyn, New York.
No. Oh, why I'm thinking he's
Stephen Hood.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Why I was thinking in Jersey for some reason.
No.
I'm bugging.
So I got the packs and I'm like, it's only 2 left on the shelf. So this is the second spot I went to.
Niggas is hip.
At first I went people with the essential oils. Now people with the navy beans. Is these niggas listening to Brothers Podcast? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
niggas is
it's
hip.
crazy how you be telling your own family, bro. You be telling your own black people shit.
Yeah.
And niggas rather question you and ask you, oh, how do you know this work? What does it do? The same way I could post a party flyer and niggas buy that shit without asking me no fucking questions. The same way y'all can look this shit up.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Y'all so willing to spend $50 to go to a fet, but you wouldn't spend $20 to get some oil that will last you months.
Yeah, facts.
For you and your family.
Yeah.
It's not for you alone.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Like, yo, we don't. That's why a couple episodes I was like, not everybody's gonna make it.
Yeah,
some of these niggas gotta fucking die because they're fucking dumb. Niggas want to do dumb shit all their life, and
yeah, anyway, y'all hear the frustration in his voice?
Yeah, I can't even formulate my thoughts, my words.
Nah, I feel you.
But
I got that list of CEOs too. I got that list set
Let me run down this list though. I mean, history. So this is why I say black people, nothing to worry about with coronavirus. So it's 2020, right? Technically, the virus made itself known 2019. Yeah. 100 years ago, 1920, the Spanish flu was prevalent and was running rampant. Europe, right? 100 years before that, 1820, it was something called cholera. That's what like bacteria has to do with feces. When you're dirty, you're in dirty environment and you're not washing. Now we all know Europeans don't clean themselves properly. Up to today, they still don't clean themselves. We got iPhones and all this shit. Niggas still don't wash thoroughly.
They don't clean their legs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I ain't gonna lie, I have a personal experience with that. I asked a customer, a white guy, he was like, "Nah, I don't clean my legs. For what? It's in water."
You had mentioned it before.
I'm like, what?
In addition to
I took a step back from that nigga.
Remember the fact of the week when I talked about the pool, when they go into pools after having diarrhea?
Who?
That was a fact of the week episodes ago.
I forgot.
I mentioned how it's a certain percentage of Americans, they go into pools after diarrhea.
Really?
After having the
diarrhea. I don't remember that.
Using the toilet, diarrhea and all that, they go into pools.
That's nasty.
So the particles, feces all over. Because remember, diarrhea is watery.
Yeah.
It's easy assimilation.
Yeah.
It's a gunk of shit. I can see that.
Yeah.
I'm drinking pool water and shit.
That's why I don't really go to pools like that.
Shit going in my pores and shit. See what I'm saying? So anyway, that's 1820, cholera, right? And then in addition to that, let's not forget that the kings and queens in earlier like medieval times, the kings and queens in Europe, their castle was barns with cattle. Yeah. Cows, donkeys, horses, pigs. Shit. That was their castle.
They used to live with them and shit.
So imagine the peasants.
Until the Moors came and taught them how to be civilized and shit.
Well, I would say that's after the Moors. Because the Moors taught them since 700.
So even after they didn't learn.
That's what I'm saying. They don't fucking listen. So anyway. 1720. And I want all of y'all to listen and please do not believe me. Do not believe me. Look this shit up.
Yeah.
The shit is on history.com, all of that. Timeline. The 1720 was another plague in Europe. 1620. I kept going back. Plague 1620. Plague 1520s. Plague mid 1400s. All the way to the 1300s. That's where I went all the way back.
Yeah.
So every century, why is it this certain?
So the only plague, there was no plagues in Africa.
I can't say that. That wasn't my reason. That wasn't my objective of looking up.
Oh, okay.
But not to our knowledge. They would have been told us about it.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing. Every time somebody asks me about Africa, so why isn't this prevalent in Africa? If they could talk about all this dumb shit and pin lies on Africans, oh, he has sexual monkey, caused AIDS. If something really came from Africa, they would jump at the hat to expose it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's my whole point.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true.
This shit traced all the way back to the 1300s, and it's mainly Asians and Caucasians who are
the
victims because they're the same thing.
Caucasian. Yeah. Nah, niggas been saying that. The Asians, they like white people, but they're yellow.
And that's what I was saying. Look at the guy, Andrew Yang, when he was given a speech with his, before he
he's the runner for race, he was the runner for
Democrats.
The presidential.
He said, we are currently dying faster than we're reproducing. Last time I checked, it was white people.
Yeah.
But then you got to remember, Hitler said, the Japanese are honorary Aryans. And if you Google white supremacy chic right now, CHIC, you're going to see a lot of Asian, Japanese particularly, dressed in Nazi attire doing the Hitler salute.
That's sick.
These are all facts. Once again, do not listen to me, my nigga.
Yeah, he's challenging. He's challenging y'all to.
And once you find some other shit, I will welcome you on the podcast, and I'm gonna spank you with more facts. But that's just my point. That's why I'm like, yo, this is not. Yeah,
so it's a trend. It's a trend basically. So every century or so, it's a new plague that hits that demographic of people, which is very telling.
Is it a new plague, or is it the same shit? They just keep slapping on new labels on it.
Is it?
Is it? Because once again, I'm not a biologist. I'm not a virologist, so I can't test these things.
Shit coming back
so again. Is it nature?
Who knows?
Naturally removing these genetically modified human beings from existence, or is it a scientist that just keep, introducing shit since the 1300s?
Who knows? I think it's nature.
I think it was nature, and then they started manipulating shit.
Yeah, probably.
Because the CDC, Center of Disease Control,
emphasis
on the control
right.
and prevention. Why not CDP? Prevent, period.
Yeah.
Why the fuck we need to control it?
I always wondered, Is it
a wild animal?
Speaking of dogs, they say dogs can't catch the COVID-19.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, how could you say we don't have a cure, but you know who can't have it? It makes no sense.
Because they testing it on dogs.
But you ain't got no fucking
cure. They're giving it to dogs.
So inject us with dog DNA. The fuck? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know how that shit works, but I'm about to say
that. But that's a lie, because white people got canine and Neanderthal DNA, and they're subject to it.
But like you said before, we're not biologists or scientists, so I don't know.
I know they have canine for a fact.
Let's say
I know that shit for a fact.
Let's say they do have canine DNA. Maybe it's not enough to prevent them from getting.
Maybe
you know what I'm saying? Who knows what this shit?
Have a different strand, a missing link that white people don't have.
But I was gonna say that. Damn,
you forgot.
What I was gonna say, I forgot. I fucking forgot. I forgot.
Is it pertaining to white people?
It was something with the virus, but I forgot.
They keep popping up.
It keeps popping up.
Earth naturally.
Nah, I lost it. I'll probably find it again.
All right.
Yeah, I'll probably find it again.
So.
Yeah, it's just interesting.
Another
the way
these
things occurring and shit.
Another interesting topic I have is I was chopping it up with my brother. Shout out to my brother, Anthony.
So he's a junior.
Yeah.
I'm learning new things today.
Well, not technically, because they have different first names. Anthony's my dad's middle name.
Oh, okay.
Technically, to be a junior, you have to have the whole name.
So what's his first name?
My dad? I'll tell you off here.
All right.
These niggas can mind their fucking business. Niggas gonna type my dad's name up on Facebook.
Your son is very offensive.
Your son hurts my feelings. Oh, we don't.
His dad gonna tell you to fuck off. I'll tell you that right now. His dad gonna tell you to fuck off.
So another thing I found interesting is me and my brother, we chopping it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
About all this coronavirus bullshit. And he brought it to my attention. He's like, look at longevity. Don't look at... I usually do, but I just wasn't looking at the same way. Don't look at what's going on right now. Look at what they're going to be pushing because of this. So he brought it to my attention. He's like, look at 9/11.
Vaccines for one.
Look at 9/11. He's like, he just mentioned it. I put it together. And I asked him back, and he's like, precisely. So he was like, look at 9/11, right? And I started thinking, I'm like, Then I was like, oh, before 9/11, you could do a lot of shit. You could carry a lot of shit on the plane.
Yeah, it changed the airport game forever.
Wasn't as stringent, all of that, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
After 9/11, Department of National Security, I think it's Department of National Security.
No more liquids. Take your shoes off. Take your jacket off. Man, shit.
TSA was implemented.
The X-ray
screenings was implemented.
Yeah.
Cameras, all these security systems, cameras on damn near every street corner now. Because every year they keep putting more and more.
Right.
So we are totally under surveillance. This is why Edward Snowden did what he did.
Right.
National Security Act.
Shout out to the OG.
So now it's like the coronavirus is to potentially usher in
a new
type
lifestyle,
of mandatory
change in
policy
society
that we all have to subscribe to.
Yeah, like mandatory vaccines.
Or unwillingly. Like mandatory vaccination.
For one,
which they've been trying to push.
Yeah, now they got an actual, and they might have an actual reason. Yeah, we can't just tell y'all. We trying to protect y'all for some shit that we possibly created.
Exactly.
I said that last episode.
You did. They played They
create some shit and then make a solution for it to make you feel like they the good guy.
It's
bad cop, good cop shit.
That was American.
Bad cop, good cop.
Europeans.
Yeah.
Europeans.
It's chess, but it ain't chess to Uncle. We know what's up.
Europeans' MO is divisiveness. Whisper in your ear because you light skin. Whisper in my ear because I'm dark skin.
Yeah.
And good cop, bad cop.
Right.
Look at when they see us. Same shit.
Yeah.
They used both, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And then because of that,
pieces are coming together.
Because of that, I started looking at each decade, because coronavirus, we're in 2020, this is the start of a new decade. And 9/11 was 2001, 1 year into the new decade. Once again, do not believe me, y'all. I'm about to run down some facts on you niggas. This shit has been going on in terms of certain catastrophic events taking place mainly in the beginning of the decade that would set precedent of how the remainder of the decade will play out. Whether it's laws, policies, acts, statutes, people shifting people's narratives, people's temperaments, people's perceptions. Yeah. All of this. It's all a plan.
Yeah.
I took it back to 1900s. So this is 1900 to 1909, right? In the early 1900s, President William McKinley was assassinated. I didn't look into why. I just wanted to jot these things down, right? Later on that decade, there was the Panic of 1907. For those who don't know, I would advise you to look into that, because that's what we're pretty much going through right now. The Panic of 1907 set precedent to the stock market crash of 1909. And when you go deep into it, it was manipulated. The stock market was manipulated by J.P. Morgan, Chase Bank, the Rothschilds of Europe, the Warburgs of Germany, which is a wealthy Jewish family again, and it was one more family.
So that's 3 Jews: Rothschilds, J.P. Morgan.
Is he Jewish? J.P. Morgan changed his name. I know the Rockefellers are Jews, but I know a lot of Jews came over here and changed their last name and shit to seem like they're WASP. But they're lying ass fucking niggas. You still Khazarian. In the 1910s, the Federal Reserve Act was implemented, which set precedent to the Federal Reserve System being set up, which is now the reason why America is so in debt. Because every time you print through the Federal Reserve System, it's 10% interest. Yeah, how much ever interest per dollar?
You like devalue the dollar type shit. Yeah.
So you never pay that shit off. Also, the first Hollywood film, Birth of a Nation, opens up. Right? This is all in the decade of 1910s. I didn't write the year down, but I want y'all niggas to do your homework. You got 2 weeks home. Your kids are home until April 20.
We pretty much all home.
You don't have nothing to do.
Yeah. Binge listen our episodes and watch them.
Because we
dropping some shit, man. Yeah. My boy hit me up the other day like, yo, you been talking about this coronavirus shit, how bad it's going to be. So if you want to be in tune with certain things, listen to the podcast.
Now, look at that. The Federal Reserve Act, right? First Hollywood film, Birth of a Nation, which showed black people as rapists, savages, and the KKK as the saviors. This was a movie put out by Hollywood Jews.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But these same Jewish niggas be like, oh, we suffered discrimination in the South too. We too. Niggas ain't never burned no cross outside your house to my knowledge. And y'all don't be fucking lynched. I've yet to see as many of y'all lynched by the KKK as many of, black people has been. Also, World War I kicked off, 1913. in the 1920s, there was something called the Red Scare. This was anti-communist fervor in the U.S. So everybody, oh, are you a communist? Are you a communist? Are you commie? To find out who was supportive of communist regimes, right? Also, late that year, the Great Depression, 1929. 1930s opens up by, and I talked about this on the podcast before, Japan invades Manchuria, China. That's when they started doing their own Holocaust on Chinese people in Manchuria, China, running tests, all kinds of shit. And the U.S. knew about this, but the U.S. said, we're not going to bomb you. We're not going to go to war with you. Just give us the information you accumulated from all the tests you ran. So we know how certain gas reacts on the human body, how certain drugs, bacteria. That's all they care about. Also, Japan and Germany withdrew from the League of Nations. This is a major chess move because, and this was in 1913 because this set precedent. No, this wasn't 1913. I meant to say 1933. This was in 1933, I believe, because World War II started in 1939. And by you withdrawing from the League of Nations, that means we are no longer in solidarity with you in terms of, if you go to war,
we don't have an obligation.
To jump in. Yeah. Exactly. So now when we withdrew from League of Nations, we could do our own thing. We just freelancers. We are wild cards.
Yeah. So whoever offers us the most shit, I guess we on a team. Is that what you're doing?
Germany always had their intentions of what they was going to do to the Jews, because 1933 is when the first concentration camp opened up. But yet, I also said this on the podcast, from 1933 all the way to 1938, Adolf Hitler made Time magazine twice, the cover of Time magazine.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So he's doing all this shit. Yeah. And you don't.
Mass murderer, psychopathic, genius.
Invading all these countries, Czech Republic.
Not even genius, like psychopathic leader. The genius enough to get all these people to follow him, if you want to call that genius. Because like that is some psychological genius shit.
That's some
you
Charles
got
Manson
millions
shit.
Of people following you and your crazy ideas.
But you know is it crazy though? I mean, we could deep dive into it. Is it really crazy? Because when you look at it, the Jews were the reason why Germany lost World War One. They basically coerced countries against each other.
Well, look,
I can't speak on it.
I don't want to get into
that's what I'm saying.
If he's crazy, I mean, because he killed millions of Jews. I don't agree with that. His stance on maybe not wanting them in his country, that's for him to decide. That's you got your own thing on that.
My whole thing is this.
But the way he went about it and the horrific ways it occurred, that there's no way I can stand.
All right, so I'm gonna say this. There's a man by the name of I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
Yeah, that shit. I'm not quite sure why he would want them out, but the way he did it was just
There's inhumane. A man by the name of Benjamin H. Friedman. He gave a speech in 1961 at a hotel in Washington, D.C. As for those who are familiar with Jewish names and shit, Friedman, as you can see, he's Jewish himself. He spoke out on the reason for World War One, as well as the reason for World War II and coming World War III. He's an ex-Jew, and he's gave ex-Jew. Yeah,
okay.
His name. That's what I'm saying. He's Jewish, but by his name. Anything MAN niggas is like Berg, Man, Steen,
Freeman.
These are Jewish names.
Morgan Freeman.
Hey, Jewish owners. Majority of slave owners in the U.S. are proven to be Jewish.
Yeah,
but that's why they banned Farrakhan book, Nation of Islam book, Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews, volumes 1 to 3. But I advise y'all to listen to that speech and then formulate your own opinion. My whole thing is, I know what's up, but at the same time, I don't give a fuck, because that's two white people fighting. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Kill yourselves as far as I'm concerned, y'all can kill yourselves. Anyway, 1940s. The Selective Service Act was passed in 1940. World War II started in 1939, and it ended in 1945. In 1940, I'm going to say again, the Selective Service Act was passed. In 1941, that's when Pearl Harbor was attacked. And then 1941, like a month later, a couple weeks later, America joined in the war. So now we enacted a whole act that requires us to randomly draft people who signed up for selective service. Why would you do that if you didn't have intentions of going to war? It's coincidence. I've just find that very, very, very coincidental.
Right.
1950s, Korean War begins. In 1950, the Korean War started. National Security Council Memorandum 68 is going on, and a coup d'etat, which was labeled Operation Ajax, was put in play by the CIA, which had to do with the Shah of Iran and them basically playing a part in reinstating the Shah of Iran. This has nothing to fucking do with you. Why are you doing that? All this shit is ran in the media, by the way. All this shit. That's what I'm saying. It set precedent for fear, for pro-war from the citizens, anti-war from the citizens, whatever. It's set precedent for people's temperament for that whole decade, right? In the 1960s, the Viet Cong was mentioned, just like ISIS. Oh, the Viet Congs, and they're anti this and that, and we need to be prepared because they're posing a threat. Next thing you know, Vietnam War start. Then it's the Bay of Pigs invasion with Cuba, when what's his name, JFK, he basically what it was is he pledged that he was going to allocate a certain amount of Marines or CIA operatives to help the rebels in Cuba to overthrow Fidel Castro. Last minute, he pulled out. The rebels, they revolted, and they lost badly. Because remember, no U.S. support was there. They pulled out last minute. And then the Cuban Missile Crisis. This is when Russia put missiles, warheads, nuclear warheads on Cuba, aimed at America. All this shit, this is what I'm saying. All this shit is fear, subjugation.
So that's your main point for all this, basically.
Yes, every single decade. Kennedy was assassinated. Later that decade, MLK and Robert Kennedy, which is JFK brother, was assassinated. In the 70s was the Kent State Massacre. Ohio State, Kent State, it's in Ohio, right? 4 students were killed because they were protesting America's involvement in the Vietnam War. Think about it. We're in City Tech. We are anti-war.
Who killed them?
The fucking National Guard.
Oh, they shot them. They shot them down.
Shot them with live ammunition. These are white people, like children, shot down because you're anti-war. Because we pushing a certain narrative on the media already. Accountable. We already pushing a certain narrative about Vietnam. Yeah, so we already know, basically, based on the media that you plaster around, you know, you're painting the Vietnamese and Viet Cong, and you know, you're painting a certain narrative of these entities. But now your own citizens, young, you know, college citizens, are doing their due diligence, and they're traveling, and people are like, yo, this is not what's going on really. Like, we're bullying these people. Prominent actress Jane Fonda, at the time, she went to what is it? It was either Vietnam or South Korea. It was some country America was warring with at the time. And she's like, yo, I'm ashamed of my country. I'm paraphrasing, but she's like, yo, we're punishing these people. We're bullying them. Yeah. We're bombing them and all. Yo, you better. Oh. Some fucking bananas.
Ate some Funyuns.
But,
yeah, that's
also the same decade, British soldiers, they opened fire on protesters in Northern Ireland who were against British rule.
That's like communist type shit, right?
But they say we should go to war with communism.
Yeah.
We should stop the spread of communism.
Yeah. That's like
this is not even communism. This is dictatorship. This is totalitarianism.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Totalitarianism. So look at that. America shot college students for going against the war. British, their brethren, shot down Irish protesters who didn't want to be ruled by the British. Because United Kingdom, I found out by doing Uber, I thought the UK was just England. United Kingdom is England, Ireland, and another. I don't want to say Scotland. Don't quote me, but y'all should look it up. It's like 3 of them. I never knew that. Also, the same decade, this is the 70s, 2 Israeli athletes had been killed, and 9 of them were taken hostage by members of the Black September, which is like ISIS of that time, which is a Palestinian terrorist movement demanding the release of political prisoners by the Israeli government. Then pushed on to the 1980s, there were 2 assassinations attempt, very close to. The first was on President Ronald Reagan. The second was on the Pope John Paul II. Also, AIDS was recognized by the CDC that, in the 80s. Right. Also, what else for black people? Crack cocaine.
Right.
So, once again, dump more fear, more, subjugation, more narratives, more, divisiveness. Right. 90s, the Gulf War. Operation Desert Storm, which was like the invasion of Iraq. The World Trade Center was bombed in 93. A prominent bank in New York. It was the Bank of Credit and Commercial the Bank of Credit and Commerce International. It was indicted for the largest bank fraud in history. So it's war, it's terror. You got to worry about war. You got to worry about terror. You got to worry about being shot down.
Yeah, it's a lot of
shit. You got to worry about being blown up. You got to worry about banks that you have your money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
More and more, you're being more confined in terms of like your thinking and trust.
Yeah.
The 2000s, we all know off rip.
Yeah.
9/11. World Trade Center was demolished purposely. Yep. Iraq War, Afghanistan War on terror. In the 2010s, Occupy Wall Street. So now it's shifting away. It's different aspects of life. It's not just war. It's not just
But we had mad viruses too.
Exactly. Throughout these times. Throughout this time. Viruses.
I remember when the swine flu. That shit happened like our senior year. We had hand sanitizer on us too. Bird
polio.
Flu.
All this shit. Back in the days, polio vaccination, MMR, autism, all this shit.
Ebola, Zika virus, all that shit.
We had to worry about Occupy Wall Street. We had to worry about bouncing back from the 2008 recession with Barack Obama when he had to bail out and all of that. We had to worry about earthquakes. A bunch of natural disasters occurred. So now it was like shifting from terror and war to now we got to worry about natural disasters. We got to worry about forest fires. Because this is when forest fires really was, like going rampant in the 2010s. How ironic. In the 90s, nobody was hearing about forest fires in Cali. Yeah, it's the same fucking state. Earthquakes, floods, tornadoes, hurricanes in Haiti, Houston, Hurricane Sandy, all this shit. Up to this day, every victim of Hurricane Sandy was not fully relieved by FEMA and or the U.S. government.
All right.
But we giving $700 billion to save the stock market.
Yeah.
But me and Dominique was chopping it up before the podcast, before we started recording. Yeah. Think about this, y'all. Apply some common sense. $700 billion was allocated to save the stock market. It was all used up.
Yeah, the stock market.
Right? It was all used up. Yeah. They ain't do shit, right? You still need more to save the stock market. Wow. Now, it is let's say 340 million. Let's highball it, right?
Right.
Let's say, fuck it. Let's say 350 million people.
Yeah.
Population of the United States. $1,000 million is $1 billion. Put that in perspective. We can take 1 billion of the 700 billion allocated to the stock market.
1 billion.
Leaving an excess of $699 billion.
Yeah. which is not our full currency. It's just something he dedicated for that cause.
Yeah. Just like how Obama back in his time, he allocated like $60 billion for the auto industry bailout when they needed to bail out that. But take with that $1 billion, we can give each 350 million U.S. citizen $1 million off rip. Every American is a millionaire.
Yeah.
Still leaving an excess of $650 million plus the $699 billion.
Yeah.
So who do we like? Let's stop the bullshit. Let's stop all this.
Let's cut the bullshit. Yeah.
Water shortages. Yeah. Homeless problem.
Schools not having funding.
Schools underfunded. Let's stop the bullshit, bro.
Real talk.
$1 billion could change all this
broken
shit.
down. No more community centers in certain neighborhoods. The schools don't have funding. Certain hospitals, they don't have the best, the best practices, the best supplies. All this shit, and y'all dedicating $700 billion to the stock market.
Something that used the shit up that you still need to put more money in. You
know what I'm saying? Fucking Bloomberg alone. He
$500
invested $500 million for his campaign, and he ended up backing out.
So
you lost $500 million.
$54 billion.
$500 million. Like I said, $1 million of that could have been towards people.
If he really cared about the country, he could have used that and pocket $150 million still.
Cause I'm telling you one thing: you want to become president, give each motherfucker $1 million. You'll be president. You'll be president. Cause I
would like hillbillies to watch this shit. To put this shit in perspective.
Think about that shit. His goal was to become president, right? So he invested $500 million of his money to become
the population
to become president. He would have had a better chance, and he would have saved
all of us.
He would have saved $150 million of his own money if he just gave each American $1 million.
And guess what? I just thought
he would have been president, and he would have saved $150 million.
Guess what? You don't even have to give every single American. You can give every household, which is less.
Yeah. Because that's like $100 million, maybe.
The census is everybody. It's not families.
Yeah, it's not like right. Yeah. Yeah, because you can't have a baby. You can't give a baby.
It's a fraction of 350 million.
Like, this shit could be so simple. I ain't gonna lie. If I was a billionaire, I might consider that shit.
I ain't gonna lie. It will throw the economy off. It will.
It probably would. But the thing is, we still don't know financial literacy, so niggas gonna still ball out.
Like Chappelle's show.
Yeah.
Fubu skyrocket. Popeyes, KFC skyrocket.
So
Cadillac skyrocket.
That's the issue though. Like, you give niggas $1 million, but like that don't mean they gonna do well with it though. That's that, but still, I still rather have the society, because then, like, who robbing niggas, bro? We all millionaires. Ain't no poverty. Poverty causes a lot of crime.
But go back to what
I'm saying. The crime rate will go down.
But it goes back to what we said. This is why these Europeans would never do it.
Yeah,
it's all about divisiveness and good cop, bad cop. Shit. They need to create.
They need that shit.
And right now, also with all this going on, their push is to eliminate the middle class. It's going to be Hunger Games, either low class or high class.
Yeah, Hunger Games.
So we would definitely not give all you niggas $1 million.
Yeah, that's a fact. You right about that. You right about that. They ain't gonna do that shit, because money could equal power. But it would be nice to
fantasize about.
Money equals more resource. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
money equals more resources. Money equals people just having more. Just I don't know. Just
freedom.
More freedom,
because it's less stress.
Ain't nobody working. They need niggas to work. Who will have $1 million? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna still be a waiter.
That's what I'm saying. Less stress. I mean, unless you love it.
Yeah, who the fuck loves being a waiter though?
I would still do Uber if I was a millionaire.
You think so?
Yeah, I know so. I wouldn't be putting in as much time, but
I'll tell you what. Okay,
because the networking. You know how many people I came across? I came across somebody who worked with Fab, who booked him for an event.
Okay.
This white woman. She was talking on the phone. A lot of them, they come in the car and they'd be talking about, oh yeah, I had dinner with Michelle Obama last week. Like, bitch, I don't give a fuck what you're talking about.
They try to impress you.
Yeah, like,
people like that.
I don't care.
Yeah, people do that shit a lot.
Here you are taking Uber.
I'm the type of person where, like, I love when people try to like poke their chest out and shit. Because I run into guys that do that shit. Like, what? Wait, were you with me?
Like that nigga on Venice Beach.
Yeah, the guy that, but even more so than him, like,
I know what you mean.
Like, I run into certain people, even women sometimes, but mostly men, Cause women are really gonna say, "Oh, I got this Birkin bag. I'm not a bitch. I don't have bad. I don't have bags." But man, with a man, they'll be like, you know, I got this bitch last week. I had a threesome, and yo, I was just in Cali, niggas balled out. I'm the type where like, if you
in the club, we pop 10 bottles.
Yo, I'm the type where like, if you try to like, I know you trying to flex and like impress me by mentioning some shit, I'll purposely like just make the most. I'll give you the most stalemate, like just simple-minded. Like it's like I don't even hear you.
Acknowledgement, yeah.
Like you know how like when you talk, you decide your eyes rise. My eyes will go lower. My eyebrows will go lower. We're like, oh word, that's what's up. I'll grab my phone. Like, oh word, you was in Miami? That's cool. That's what's up. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna purposely make you know that I don't give a fuck about that.
Belittle the story.
I don't care about that shit. Cause no lie, the irony behind you trying to impress me to make you seem cool makes me look at you less cool. Cause you look lame. You look lame doing that shit. Completely lame doing that shit. It's like the flip. It's an effect. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to impress me, but I posted something on Instagram. Mm-hmm. It was something a little more. It was like the more macho you try to appear to be, the weaker I view you. Yeah. And that's a fact.
I agree.
Them niggas that walk in the room and they just came from the gym or like they, you know, the guys that they just so tough.
Insecurity complex.
I'm just like, bro, you a little bitch to me now.
Speaking of the gym real quick, fucking Planet Fitness emailed me last night. I don't know if you saw.
Nah.
They closed, yeah.
Oh,
so niggas gonna be fat.
8 p.m. Or they just closed?
I think they're closed. It's either
I wasn't going anyway. I ain't gonna front. It's very unsanitary in the gym. I was doing shit last night, but
yeah, it's either they're closed or it's at 8 p.m. I think they're closed. Yeah,
really?
They're closed because they said they'll reimburse. They won't be taking money from next month. Then they'll reimburse us for all the days that we miss out of the month, the fraction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. What was you saying before I went on that tangent? What was you talking about?
We was talking about
America and they bullshit.
I mean, America always on they bullshit.
Yeah.
Damn, what were you talking about?
I forgot what we was talking about. That's what we doing here. But let's get into the CEOs. I had the list, but it's on my phone over there.
I got the list too.
You got the list?
Yeah, I got it.
Yo, so this is very odd. That's why I said I can't wait to Steven come on, because I know he knows some shit about this shit. But if y'all haven't realized that like a lot of CEOs stepped down from their position the last 30 days. Mm-hmm. Disney, fucking damn, I forgot. It's some shit with an S. Damn, I had the name.
I have it.
You have it? It's crazy what's going on right now. That's why I need more understanding with the stock market and this everything going on. Because why are these niggas stepping down? And when they step down, does that mean what that mean though?
That they have no more influence?
Like, because you could step down and still be part of the company. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
21 total.
List of CEOs stepping down this year leading up to and since the recent market turmoil. Bill Gates, right, of Microsoft. UPS, David Abney, I'm not going to name all of them, but Disney, MasterCard, Salesforce, Uber Eats VP, fucking JCPenney, Match.com, Hulu CEO, LinkedIn, IBM, MGM.
MGM is...
Nigga.
Like the boxing, MGM
like,
brand and shit.
That's just the name of few.
The big hotel in Vegas.
MasterCard. That's just the name of few. So the thing is, why are these people stepping down so erratically, so close? Are they having meetings together and shit?
Most likely.
Like, this is like within 2 months.
This is all between
the beginning of the year.
A lot of CEOs, politicians engage in insider trading.
They
claim they set up the SEC as a provisionary measure for no insider trading taking place. These niggas lie. This is why Halliburton had so many investments from George Bush and Cheney before the war in Afghanistan in 2002, 2003.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't even think these niggas is really stepping down. I think they just not gonna be public with it. They
That
still making the same amount of money. They still behind the scenes calling the shots, but they telling us, "Oh, we stepping down." That's what I think.
that or
So why the fuck would Bill Gates sit down for Microsoft?
the influence is still there. Because it could be like this. I started Microsoft. I'm the CEO. You're on my board. Or I'm the CEO. You're the CFO.
Mm-hmm.
When I leave, the CFO accumulate the position of the CEO. Potentially speaking. Because it will be a vote thing.
But what happens to me? I step down.
I'm still your best friend. We still hanging out. We still doing podcasts
I think
together.
they still in the company.
It's still an influence.
Because step down don't mean you quitting.
It just means my face is not.
You can step down to a fucking VP position.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well,
or a president position.
Technically. But the way they push it is like we're disassociating
with the
ourselves with the company.
I don't believe that shit.
This is why I said I stepped down, but you're my best friend. You're still my influence is still there.
But all these niggas making money from it.
They're still gonna be making money.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just that all we did was we changed the face of the company. That's all.
Yeah, it's what it is. Yeah,
it's like companies with the mergers and acquisitions.
Yeah.
You own Bayer, I own Monsanto. Because I'm linked to all these cancer, because farmers and all these people using the ground up,
right? They're
exposed to these chemicals like glyphosate and shit. So they're suing me, Monsanto. But I'm like, yo, Dominique, like, let's merge our companies together. So now, technically, the company, the new name is Bayer, right? Or it could be Bayer hyphenated Monsanto, right? But it's like, why would I keep the Monsanto part? People are so associated with the Monsanto, with the cancer, they're not gonna fuck with it. So let's just keep Bayer, keep your name.
Yeah.
But it's a partnership now.
Yeah, right.
We still selling the same shit.
Because I don't see Bill Gates stepping out from Microsoft.
It's just the name is different.
Yeah, that's a fact.
He made the shit. That's his baby.
Yeah. It's just very why the thing is, why so many at one time though? That's what's got me intrigued.
And this is
the
coronavirus is a gift and a curse, because it's been opening the eyes of a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of the 85%ers.
Yeah.
They're forced to open their eyes now. You see what I'm saying?
It's more, all this shit more going 95 on, to be honest.
All this shit going 5%. On. So it's like, damn, that's interesting. Let me look into this. Hopefully you get that thought.
Yeah.
But that's all it is.
Yeah, so
I don't trust none of these niggas with this shit. Like, nah, nothing just happens.
Yeah, not
at that rate too.
Yeah,
that does not just happen.
That's an alarming rate of people stepping
21
down.
CEOs.
Yeah, in mad short time. Yeah, that's very crazy. I want to see how that developed though, cause I'm pretty sure somebody on YouTube got a whole video about it.
Yeah,
they already know inside shit.
Yeah,
they uncle broke at Microsoft. He told them to scoop. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's like it's so many things going on right now. You got the virus, you got this, you got the stock market crashing, quotations. You got apparently there's an oil war going on right now. Yes. We still striking Iran. You know what I'm saying? Then you got it's still concentration camps in China.
Saudi Arabia recently also dropped the price of barrels of oil to like $30-something. So now we'll see gas prices plummet.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
So now it's like, why would you do that?
Yeah,
you know the pandemonium that will cause.
Yeah,
that's adding fume to the stock market crashing.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. Like, what do niggas have to gain by making the stock market crash? I need more understanding of that.
The same gain they got from 1929.
It's crazy.
It's monopolizing. What it is this. For example, right? I'm gonna paraphrase. Let me see if I still remember from what I came across. Let's say me, you, K, that cup is K, this is OG, right? We all got companies. Let's say we all got banks, right? This is what happened in 1907. JP Morgan, I'm JP Morgan. I went out and I have like let's say I also own the New York Times, or I'm cool with the owner of the New York Times.
Right.
So I put an article in the New York Times saying, like, or I'm interviewed and I'm saying that, Dominique, OG, and K's banks, they're not solvent. Solvent mean you don't have enough money on hand to pay off your debts. So when investors or people who have accounts with the three of y'all banks hear that or read that in the New York Times, they're like, this is a prominent, like, this is, you know what I'm saying? This is, what's the word? Basically, it holds value. New York Times, it's a notable publication.
Yeah.
So they're like, I gotta withdraw from my account. I gotta close my account.
Yeah.
So now massive closures, massive withdrawals from your bank, massive closures, massive withdrawal from OG and K's banks. Now we know how fractional banking work. As far as if I deposit $10 in your bank, you keep $1, but you reinvest $9. So now everybody withdraw their money from your bank. Where's your reinvestment? Where's the money to pay me? Because now you didn't anticipate all of us coming to withdraw our money, our physical money. You see what I'm saying? So now all three of y'all crash. And then me, as JP Morgan, I come back and I buy your bank, I buy his bank, I buy your bank. Just like Monopoly. Because you can't pay me. You landed on my Boardwalk and Park Place with a hotel.
You own.
So now everything that you own, I usurp. Because you cannot pay me. And that's how the stock market works for these elites. And that's how it's going to push more towards a one world government, because there's 6 major corporations in the world. They going to own everything. Exactly. All you keep doing is amalgamating these new corporations, new companies.
That's crazy, man.
I mean, despite all the pandemonium, though, I would advise people to look at like Robert Kiyosaki. Look at his videos. He actually say like it's best to start business companies.
And a stock market crash?
Just after the stock market crashed. Yeah. It's the best because things are so cheap. It's so many bargains out here.
Yeah. That makes sense.
All you got to do is apply competitive advantage.
That makes sense.
Do what nobody else is doing, like us. We're the only podcast I know that's doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
As vast as we are.
Yeah.
Could
we touch on, I ain't gonna lie, the closest thing that I've seen, it's just the OG. I'm not saying but the Joe Rogan shit.
Yeah.
They touch on a lot of shit, but they don't really touch on like women shit though.
We don't touch,
like, we touch on that too. We get that bag too.
In terms of vast, the only thing is he have more
intricate,
notable people.
Yeah, guess that
people
that
with
know
certifications, who sure, but they dedicate their lives to these shit.
Yeah, to these things. He got scientists on
Niggas been doing this shit longer than I've been on the planet.
Yeah.
So I would expect you to know.
But we got a lot of bags though.
We speak about
don't
anime.
get it fucked up.
We speak about women.
We have an anime episode
specifically dedicated to that. Yeah.
We getting our women bag, our gender relations bag. Gender relations is a whole vast podcast.
Yeah. And we're about to do something that no other podcast has ever done.
Yeah, which we gotta do.
No, it's something else that you opposed that first, but we doing it now. We're making an executive decision.
All right, tell me off air.
Only me and you can make executive decisions.
Right. Tell me off air then.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, nobody else gonna.
Gender relations bad. We get into conspiracies. We talk about pop culture shit. You know, everything going on. We talk about the government. We talk about mad shit, man. Animals, science shit, space shit, like
soy.
The only thing that we don't really get into is sports and kind of music. We don't do music reviews. I don't really care to do that.
Well, I don't watch sports like that.
We did a little bit of
music,
certain albums and shit when shit come out. You know what I'm saying? When Drake come out, we definitely doing a review. You can sit there quiet. I'm gonna do my shit. Yeah, sports is the only thing we don't get into because we don't really like I watch more analysts and highlights. You don't watch any of it.
I don't watch any of that shit.
I like watching like First Take or Stephen A. I like watching them speak about it, and then I do my own analysis.
It's certain other things that we don't go as much into as well. But
yeah, but for
the
majority,
we
touch on more things than most people.
Relevant.
Most podcasts, for sure. Relevant shit. We don't get into the whole gossip. Like, I don't care who fucked this and got her pregnant. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's not really value to me. But yeah, man.
What else you got, though?
Nothing else.
All right, so
I'm
that's
dry.
All right, so
fact of the week.
Fact of the week, yeah. Son, I'm changing the game with this fact of the week. I'm telling you right now.
Oh shit,
yo, this is just increasing the competitive advantage between us and everybody else. And I
wait till niggas find out about us.
I want other podcasters to step their shit up because that's gonna force me to step my shit up.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, niggas ultra instinct.
What you got? What you got? What you got?
All right, so the human body, right? As above, so below, like they say, right? I was meditating, of course. So you see how the Earth, the atmosphere, like a spaceship leaving the atmosphere, it has to go through the stratosphere, toposphere, mesosphere.
Right. All those spheres.
Yeah. But they're like energy barriers surrounding to procure the Earth, keep everything intact.
Yeah.
The human body has the exact same number of energy layers outside of us. Facts.
What they call though?
Well, the first one is called...
That's crazy. Protect against what? Like spiritual energies or just like harmful germs?
It's
and shit?
energy layers. It's not to protect against... The skin is going to do with all the germs and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking about the energy fields. This is why certain like whether it's Santeria or...
You Dominican?
Un poquito. Or people who indulge with certain sciences like voodoo or whatever.
Right.
When you walk in, they're like, "Oh, I see your aura.
Yeah, right.
It's bluish gray. Oh my god!"
Yeah,
and it
so-
tells me a lot about you
Right.
because the color of your aura.
Right.
Like in Dragon Ball Z, that's why the aura is yellow, white,
Right.
blue, purple.
Green. If you broadly and shit.
So
Yeah.
it's similar. So that's what the energy fields is about. All right, so let me get it real quick.
I wonder what my energy field look like.
Yeah, I'd like to learn it too.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder what my shit.
Yo, I found this out. I was so hyped, bro. So the first one is called the etheric energy. They consider the skin the first one, but I'm going like how I'm comparing it to the Earth,
Right.
in terms of, because technically the Earth would be its first. So either way,
Yeah.
it'd be the same number still.
Right.
So it's the etheric energy, right? The etheric energy comes from the word ether, a layer of our energy body. It's located approximately 1/4 to 1/2 inch from the skin, but not more than 1 inch. Energy,
That bitch is like right here.
energy medicine practitioners who are adept at physically sensing this layer have described it as feeling much like a spider web, sticky, even stretchy. It is also gray or grayish blue in color. The etheric energy body has also been referred to as the blueprint or the holograph of the physical body. Right? The next is the emotional energy layer. The emotional layer of our energy body is the third layer. Because like I said, they count the skin as one.
Right.
Centrally located among the 5 layers, this layer is where our feelings and fears reside. This layer can be quite volatile when we are experiencing extreme high or low emotions. The first thing that came to mind when I read the emotional energy is like a woman who's going through turmoil or a breakup or whatever, and a nigga seeing that and just taking advantage of her. Because he see that you're in like
a vulnerable state.
You're vulnerable.
Yeah.
He's not now. This is not me saying that every nigga that does this is conscious of that energy field. Certain people who are aware of this, knowledge, they would, manipulate. But still, as a man, just observing her appearance.
Yeah. We know off rip when a woman's vulnerable.
Exactly.
Off rip.
Right?
It's up to you to take it if you want to take advantage or not.
The fourth is the mental energy. This is the layer from which our ideas spring. Our belief systems are also stored here. This is where your thoughts are assimilated and sorted out. And it is where we house our personal truths, or rather our perceptions based on our experiences. And lastly is the spiritual energy. The spiritual energy of the human energy field is the final layer. It is the place where our consciousness or higher awareness resides. This final layer ties us not only to our past lives, but also to the universal consciousness. When I read that, I'm like, damn, that's interesting as fuck. Like our past lives. So
yeah, that's always
it goes back to like the reincarnation theory.
Yeah. Which I believe in. Yeah.
Which I believe in as well.
Like your soul just moves to.
There's children saying, I did this, I got killed here, and they dig the place
and
up.
All they facts check out. They go to the house and say, yeah, this is this, and this was this person that owned it. 4 years old. This person owned this house. My mom owned it. This how I died. The stain is right there where I got killed. They're not gonna do it. Hey, someone to live here? Yeah, that's my great grandfather. Oh shit, we might have to go inside. Oh shit, the stain's right there. This nigga's 4 years old. He only goes where his mother takes him.
Yeah,
he don't know this.
He was just born.
There's no other explanation.
Yeah.
Besides that he been here before.
Yeah.
There's no way to explain it.
Yeah.
A kid that young wouldn't be able to articulate some shit. If you say, hey, we're gonna record you saying this, say it. Even he can't say
very
that
true.
Shit.
Very
you
true. Remember that well too. And what's the likelihood of even being able to conceive that?
Yeah, that's why I be in what was it called? I be conflicted when it comes to like my belief in like God and shit. Cause it's like I believe in a lot of spiritual things but beyond this physical realm. But then it's like when it gets to God, it's like it's like
too good to be true.
It's like this thing created everything. Like this thing created everything.
But see,
the spiritual part is like I do believe in souls. I do believe in demons and ghosts that could take over. I do believe in that shit.
Yeah.
So I'm conflicted. That's why I say I'm on a journey. Stalemate here, moving up here, pausing here. I'm on snake way. Yeah. Sometimes I'm jogging. Sometimes I'm walking. Who knows?
But
it's crazy.
Somebody who was like that was Nat Turner, the slave who led the revolt in Virginia. At 7 years old, if I remember correctly, like read it. I would advise you read his book. And he's like 7 years old. He was telling other slaves on the plantation what transpired like decades ago. And they're like, how the fuck you just born?
Yeah.
Like this is you're talking about your uncle.
Yeah.
How do you know this? And he's telling them factual, like yeah.
It's crazy.
That was in the book.
That shit crazy, man. I believe in that shit.
But yeah, y'all definitely look into the layers, the energy layers of the body and the significance of it being the same amount of atmospheric layers for the planet Earth.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Because like I said, the Earth is us, and the same way the Earth have billions of inhabitants, we have billions of cells, all performing. And the inhabitants is not just humans, it's animals, all of that.
Yeah.
Because we got neurons, electrons, protons. We got cells, we got white blood cells, red blood cells. We got cells that's strictly in the brain, cells that's strictly in your dick.
Yeah, right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So
yeah, it's a fact. They got their own little
as above, so
shit.
below.
Yeah.
That's the name of the episode.
What's it called?
As above, so below.
All right. Let's do it, nigga.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Thank you for listening.
Great episode.
Another episode, man.
Thank you.
We're going to dive into some more shit.
We're going to catch y'all next week.
Yeah, yo, before we go, man, wash our hands. Be sanitary.
Yes.
Be
Take
conscious.
Showers.
Yeah, that should be
Stay
obvious.
away from the Europeans and the Caucasians and the Asians.
When you cough on your elbow. Don't cough on your hand. That's dumb. You're not 5.
Don't wear a mask with your eyes and ears exposed. That's dumb.
Wear a mask if it looks cool.
Wear a mask if it looks cool. Yeah, your mask do look cool though.
Yeah,
I like.
I lost it.
What the fuck?
I lost it. I lost it, son, and I can't buy one because Amazon's out of stock.
You just got me tight. Yo, we ending the episode.
Yo, thank you for listening.
Bang.